Yali Madad to all friends. Inshallah, today we will continue on our same subject for the third week. Initially, when we talked about this chapter, this subject, I knew it would be closer to the hearts of our friends, our Jamaat, our brothers and sisters. But I'm glad to see that so many of our friends are not only paying attention, but are also asking great questions. And along with that, they wanted to learn more and more about this subject. And therefore, today we bring to you the chapter at the time of death. जब हमने इसका आगाज किया तो हमें नहीं लगता था कि हम इसको 3 हफ्ते तक चलाएंगे। मुझे अंदाजा था कि रूहानी का जो चैप्टर है वो हमारी जमात को और हमारी जमात के दिल के बहुत करीब है। लेकिन ये देखकर बहुत ही खुशी हो रही है कि ना सिर्फ आपने अच्छे अच्छे सवालात पूछे, बल्कि आप इसके बारे में और ज्यादा सीखना चाहते हैं। और इसी के ऊपर आज हमारा जो चैप्टर है, मौत का वक्त, एट द टाइम ऑफ डेथ, इसका उर्दू के अंदर रिकॉर्डिंग पहले से ही मौजूद है, तो आज हम इसको इंग्लिश के अंदर कवर करेंगे हमारे इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग फ्रेंड के लिए। जो साथी उर्दू में सुनना चाहे वो कामड़े साहब से दरखास्त करें और वो आपको उर्दू के अंदर रिकॉर्डिंग भेज देंगे। So today's chapter already has been recorded in Urdu few years back. So today's lesson will be in English for our English speaking friend, and of course here and there where needed I will speak in Urdu to help our Urdu speaking friends. But those Urdu speaking friend, if they wanted to re-listen to this chapter in Urdu, Kamaria Sahib can help you as we have that recording available already. The subject itself, at the time of death, it is not possible to answer that. How would anyone know who is living what happens at the time of death? It is not possible. But look at my Mola. My Mola is so mehraban, merciful, grateful, Rahman and Rahim. Not only Kareem, but Al-Akram, the most merciful. The most merciful. The more I talk about the rahmat of the Imam, the more I feel that he is Rahman and Rahim. Then more I speak about that, then more I feel he is even more Kareem and Al-Akram. In other words, I cannot say enough how great my Mola is. Especially in the time of Qiyamah, the time that we are living today. This is the best the greatest time of our history. This is the best time ever. The ilm of the Qiyamah and ilm or of hereafter is lost by the most. But those who are paying attention to the time, to the age, to the Imam, in this time of Qiyamah, my Mullah has opened the doors to the batin. More so today than ever before. How do we know that? If someone garib and nachiz like myself, who has no ilm, no good deeds, no ibadat, no hakiki ilm, can talk about the time of the death, then we must believe that in this time and in this age of Qiyamah, the doors and the windows of hereafter has been opened and opened for Garib like us. Because this ilm was only given to Hujjatan. Hujjatan means peers, Dais, Bagas, Arifin, Marifatis. Not to Garib like me. This was not possible before. But today we are taking a journey on such a ilm which I can say, except the Arife Kamil Zaman and those great Mu'minins on the Sirat al Mustaqim, no one is able to talk about the life after death. You can say, but there are many books. Well, anyone can guess what will happen after the death. Anyone can take a shot at what may happen after the death. But we are not talking about that ilm. We are talking about the ilm of the Imam, the Hakiki ilm. The ilm with certainty. Not I may think, maybe this is what happens. All the ilm that you can read, which is not under the umbrella of the Imam Zaman, and through his tawfiq and taheed, is just a qiyas, guessing game. I think I may, or this may, this could happen. We are not talking about that. At the time of death, regardless of who he or she is, a Momin or not Momin, an Ismaili or not Ismaili, a Muslim or not Muslim, one of the religious person or an atheist, regardless, every single human goes through one experience 3 seconds before he or she dies. And that was your question last week. And I promise I will cover it, but it will take some time. I could not cover that in 2 minutes, try to answer the question. So if you are online who had asked this question, this answer is for you. What happens at the time of the death? Every single human, just before he or she dies, 3 seconds before they die, to you and me, 3 seconds are 1, 2, 3. But to the person who is dying, the 3 seconds are as long as a lifetime experience. What did I say? The 3 seconds for you and me are 1, 2, 3. For the dying person, this 3 seconds is as long as a lifetime, because he or she is such an area in a maqam place where time is stretched as it is required. Time is stretched as it is required. And he and she is shown the book of deed, Amal Nama. They are shown in these 3 seconds what they have done good and what they have done bad. Their book of deed is completely shown to them within these 3 seconds. From the A to Z, from the page 1 to the last page. Every second of their lifetime, the good deeds and bad deeds are shown. The accounting is done within these 3 seconds. The judgment is given within these 3 seconds. He will receive the heaven or hell is decided within this 3 seconds. And this person has not died yet. Remember, he or she is between the life and death, not completely dead yet. That fine moment between the life and death. This is the time he and she will know exactly where they are going, how their paradise would look like, what stage they will be converted into, how high or low their paradise is. Is this the paradise with light or darkness? Is this the paradise where they will receive the didar of the Imam or not? Will they be one with Imam or not? Who, and listen to this very carefully, who the Malkul Maut, the angel of death, is. They will recognize the angel of death. I told you, you are about to listen to something which you will never hear ever unless the one is the Arif of the time. He is the only one can tell you this. Or those who are the Arifin in the time of Qiyamah. He and she would know and recognize who is angel of death. They will recognize the paradise they are about to enter, as they will be known. It would be recognized. They will pre-set for this paradise. They will know what they have done good, and they will know what they have not done right. If they have done good, so let's divide good and bad into different stages. So you, while you are living, have complete understanding of what is coming to you. I want you to experience the time of the death at the level of ilmul yaqeen, the certainty of knowledge, so you can prepare yourself for that day which is surely coming as the sun rises from the east every morning, and is surely coming as the sun set from the west every evening. So you can prepare yourself. How will you prepare yourself if you don't know what is coming to you? And that is today's lesson at the time of death. So we will divide the good and the bad in different levels, stages. What is good to you and what is bad to you doesn't matter. What did I just said? What is good to you and what is bad to you, it does not even matter. It only matters what is good in the eye of the Imam and what is bad in the eye of the Imam. At the time of your death, that is the only thing will matter. It will not matter what you think was good, right, or what was bad, not right. It would not matter. It only will matter what was truly good in the eye of the Imam and what was truly bad in the eye of the Imam. That's what it will matter. But by the time you realize that, it will be too late. By the time you realize that, it will be too bad, too late. Don't we wanted to learn that today? So we, when the time comes, will be peaceful. We will not be afraid or fearful of death. We will be happy to embrace the death. When the angel of death will come, you will say, "Come get me. I'm ready to go. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to fear. I'm ready to meet my Creator. I'm ready for the didar of the Imam. I'm ready to go into the paradise. I'm ready to be one with my Mola." If you know what is right in the eye of the Imam, and I'm going to give you the example for you to understand. It may be a hard example, but I'm not here just so you be happy with me. I'm here so you may be happy with your Mola, and your Mola be happy with you. That is the purpose. So I'm going to use some examples. And first example I'm going to do is our dua. Our dua. If I would ask someone on this line, and Kamadiya Sahib will not let me unmute right now because there'll be too much disturbance. If I would ask you, reciting dua is a good deed or bad deed? 100% every single one of you will tell me that reciting dua is a good deed. You all agree with me? Yes. But if I show you Imam's Farman, where Imam says, A, do not recite the dua if you cannot say Ali Allah. Now tell me, if you are a person who could not say Ali Allah and now you are reciting dua, is that according to the Imam's Farman or are you doing something against the Imam's Farman? Number two, second Farman. You must know the meaning of the dua. If you do not know the meaning of the dua, do not recite the dua. Now tell me, if you do not know the meaning of the dua, and if you are reciting the dua, is there a good deed or is it against the Imam's Farman? You see how easy this example was? As a mu'min, as a smiley follower of the Imam of the time, it does not matter what you think. The right thing to do is what Imam says you should do. And in those 3 seconds, you will be shown what you did right and what you did wrong. That is what you will be shown on the time of death in that 3 seconds. And there are, let's say, we're going to just divide this into 4 stages. Those who have done good, right, according to the Farman of the Imam, when they will die, or 3 seconds before that, they will be happy, they will be ready. And when they will see Malkul Maut, the angel of death, they will recognize him and they will be happy to go with him. And those who have not done right, as they will know 3 seconds before the death, they will not be happy to go with him. Those who have done right, instantly and in this 3 seconds, instantly they will have the didar of the Imam, and that will make them happy. And those who have not done good, they will not be happy because they will be in darkness, no didar of the Imam. So that's the first category. Second category, those who have humbly accepted the Imam of the time, but let's say did not have too much ilm and they were not able to do too many good things, but they were humble, they were good people, they will be happy as they know and believe that Imam is merciful. Even though I had a chance because I did not have a ilm, that's why Imam says ilm, ilm, ilm. Because I did not have the ilm, I was not able to do too many good deeds, but I believe in the mercy of the Imam and he will be happy to go, believing in the mercy of the Imam. And those who did not do too good and also do not have belief in the mercy of the Imam, they will not be happy because they will be in doubts. They will be in doubts in the mercy of the Imam, and they will say, what's going to happen to me? As I did not learn, I did not follow the Farman, and I also did not believe in Imam's mercy. What will happen to me? And they will not be happy in those 3 seconds. The third category, God forbid, any of us, or any one in our family, anyone in our friend circle, anyone in our Jamaat have said, I do not need Mola, and they have turned away from the ilm, farman, didar of the Mola in this lifetime, they will not be happy. They will not be happy. When the time comes, those 3 seconds, they will not be happy. And they will not want it to go, and they will beg. They will beg, Ya Mola, give me one more chance. But it's too late now. It's too late now. As they refuse the Imam in this lifetime, Imam will refuse them. Imam will not accept them in the other side. And they will be far, far away from the Imam and the didar of the Imam. The fourth category, those who have no idea, meaning they are not even smiley. Let's say they are not even Muslim. Let's say they are not even religious people. And when they die, they will realize that there was a guide present in my lifetime and I was not able to find him or didn't think to find him. But they will remember one thing. And what is that? They remember when they came to this world, they made a promise to Allah that when I go to this world and wherever I am born, not Ismaili, not Muslim, I will be a good human. I will be a good human. If they were good human, then Imam's mercy will be upon them. Compared to that one Ismaili who was given the Ismaili tariqa, Sachpan Deen, and then turned their face away from the Imam Zaman, refused Imam Zaman, and God forbid they went against the Imam Zaman. That one person will be better shape in position than him or her. Because at least he would have excuse that I did not know. I was away from Saspandin. But Ya Mola, I was a good human. I never did anything to your Mu'mineen. I never spoke bad about you, Mola Bapa. I never spoke against you, Mola Bapa. I never left my face away from you, Mola Bapa. And he will be shown mercy. Those are the four categories. Now, let me take you one step further. Now, those 3 seconds are over. Now you have died. Come with me. Let's take a peek on the other side of the spiritual world. This is only possible today because in the time that we are living in, the time of Qiyamah, Imam has opened the windows and the door to the batin today. So we can take a peek on other side. As soon you will take that step on the other side, because your physical body is no longer a hindrance, a veil, a curtain over the batin, you will realize. Instantly, you will realize that this world, this physical world, was just over 4 days a temporary dream. Listen to me carefully. I'm telling you something. What you will feel the second you will open your eyes on other side. You will find yourself realizing that this physical life was a short life of 4 days. And this life was like a dream. And you just woke up from your dream. And you're going to do 3 things. Guarantee you're going to do 3 things. First, you're going to cry. Second, you're going to laugh. Third, you will kick yourself. Sounds funny, right? Sounds funny. Because I don't want it to scare you. I wanted to give you this ilm happily. So you may take it happily. So I wanted to make it a little bit fun for you. Because otherwise this ilm will eat you alive. And that is not the purpose. Purpose is to learn from it. Happily learn from it. And hopefully use this ilm for the sake of correction. So Three things you're going to do. First, you're going to cry. Why will you cry? You will cry that I had a chance to do something and I did not do. You will cry. The next second, you will laugh. Why would you laugh? You will laugh, what am I crazy? Why was I doing things in my dream which was temporary and had no benefit to me? I was doing things in my dream which was not coming with me and had no benefits whatsoever. But I was doing it. What am I crazy? So you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at yourself. Then what, are you crazy? Why were you doing things which were temporary and you were not able to bring with you on the other side? And then you're gonna kick yourself. Those who are English speaking friends understand what does kick yourself means. Urdu speaking friends may not understand that. फिर आप अपने आप को एक लात मारेंगे. You will kick yourself that I could have done better, but I did not. You're going to kick yourself. Not that you did not do good. You will kick yourself that I could have done better. So those are the three things that will happen to you in your first second on the other side. In the first second, you're going to cry, you're going to laugh, and you're going to kick yourself. And then you will move forward. Now, let me take you on to the next journey. And remember, this ilm is only for the smiley followers of the Imam, because Batini ilm is for the tariqa, which is Batini tariqa. This is not for Shariatis. If you are Shariati, this ilm is not for you. Because our tariqa is the tariqa of Batin. And what we are talking about today is the ilm Batin. Let me take you to the next journey. How and where and what is your journey will look like? There is no maybe, perhaps about it. This is how your next journey will be. Is depending on those four categories that we said earlier. If you are in the first category, your journey toward the Imam, and the underlined word is journey. There is the not correct concept that we will die here, voila, we are in the Nur of Imam. That is not correct understanding. Unless you think that you are Imam, you are Peer, you are Hujjat, or you are Arif Kamil Mukammal. I don't think I am. I think I'm Garib and Nachiz. So for us, there is a journey. And I'm not just saying that, I will prove that to you with Farman and Quran. It's the journey. So the journey begins. If you are in the first category, you will be happy. And here, your Amal Nama, your book of deed, will be a living book of deed. You will be able to recall your dream. What dream? Your life. You will be able to recall your dream, your life, and you will see all of the happy moments, and you will feel like you are in paradise. You will be happy, satisfied, shadman, musarrat, and you will see the day you did something good for others. You will feel happy. All the good deeds will be shown to you again. It will be recalled and you will feel happy about it. Every single didar that you did of the Imam, you will recall. The didar of the Imam will come with you. Every good ibadat, underline what is good. Every good ibadat that you performed, you will recall. And it will make a place of heavenly happiness for you. Every farman bardari, tasbih, dua, giryauzari, good deed, helping others, anything under the farman of the Imam will be re-shown to you. You will recall that. And that will become your living book of deed for you. Now the question is, what about those 1, 2, 3 dozen or 200 or 200 not so good deed that you performed during your lifetime? What about them? Remember, Allah is most merciful. You know what He will do? Like a loving mother, when a child does something wrong, mother hides his shortcomings. Child breaks a glass. What does mother says? What does a loving mother says? Good thing you broke this glass. It was time for me to buy a new glass. When child does something wrong, what does mother says? You can do better tomorrow. She forgives him. If you are in the first category, Imam will hide your ill, bad deeds, your sin, and he will forgive you. And he will ask you, or you will ask him, Mullah Papa, I know I did some bad deeds. I know there was a time that I was not right to my people, to my family, to my Jamaat, to my friends. Mullah Papa, what about those deeds? How come I don't see them? And Mullah Papa says, because you put your tawakkal, trust in me, I wipe those sin away for you. Forget it. Everything that you did bad has been removed from your book of deed. That is the position of the first category. Second category. Same thing goes for the good deed, but let's talk about the bad deeds. For the second category, the bad deed will be shown to him or her, not for the purpose of punishment, for the purpose of realization. And as soon they will realize that there was my wrong deed, I should not have done that. What he or she will do? Ya Mola Baba, I'm so sorry. And Mola Baba said, you are my loving daughter. You are my loving son. I love you. Your sins are forgiven because you realize what you have done wrong. And he will remove after you realize your sin. And you will continue on the journey. A question you could ask me at the end: what will be the difference between journey of the first category and second category? And I will be happy to answer that. The third category, where the sin are severe because they not only left Imam, but they went against the Imam. The punishment will be severe. What will be punishment? Will Imam will burn them in the fire? No, 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 no. No, my friend. No. The punishment will be because you left Mola, you turn away from the Imam, you turn away from the Didar, you turn away from the Nur, the Roshni, the light. Now you will have to suffer a journey in darkness. And that journey will be a long journey of 50,000 years. A long journey. Long, long, far away journey. And it is not Imam who's punishing you. It was you with your free will done that to your own soul. You are the only one to blame for that. And no one other than yourself you will be able to blame. And you will scream, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Now the journey will be a long journey, but a journey of 50,000 years. The fourth category, that who were not born Ismaili or Muslim. If they have done good, meaning if they were true human as they had promised, Imam will show them mercy and he will take them onto that journey, and inshallah soon after they will be taken from the darkness into the light, and inshallah Imam will have mercy if they were good human as they promised. And inshallah we will do another part of this session in the week forward when we come back, and we will talk about the journey of the soul in 6 different categories portion, so your question can be answered how long and how we will take this journey. So before I stop, I would like to show you a farman. So you believe that there are stages of paradise. Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam in Daimul Islam says that everyone who bears love to us will be with us on the day of judgment. He will be under our protection and be our companion in, underline word, all stations of paradise. That shows that there are stages here after. Second Farman, and if you wish, there are 8 pages of Ramin from life to death. 8 pages of Ramin that we have collected. Second Farman of Imam Aga Sultan Muhammad Shah Salawatullah Alayhi, may our soul be sacrificed to that Imam. One who is a Mu'min will be like a carefree lion. Which category are we talking about? The first category. First category Imam is talking about here. I told you I don't say anything outside the Imam's farman. One who is Momin will be like a carefree lion. He will have nothing to fear. First category of Momin. Such a Momin remains least concerned even on departing this world. We are talking about first category. Once freed from this world, he will pass away peacefully. First category of Momin. The reference of 50,000 years is Surah 70, ayat number 1, 2, 3, and 4. G. Let me stop here. Then we can open the floor for questioning.
Jesus, subhanallah, sir, subhanallah. Friends, please share your question in the chat. Okay. All right, sir, we have first question in the chat. Friends asking, why do souls keep forgetting the ilm when coming back to earth, although we had already completed our journey before coming to the earth, meaning we had already reached at 12 on the clock, but came back down and we forgot. So when the soul goes back, why does that soul take the same ilm which it had already taken? So are we saying that the soul does not remember anything? That it keeps taking the same ilm again and again?
There's a book full of questions. So let me give you a very easy answer. Very, very easy answer. Who told you you will forget the ilm that you had taken before? Who told you that? Number one. Number two, yes, we do forget the ilm or anything of our previous time. You know why? Because there was 50,000 years ago. I cannot even remember what I ate yesterday. How can I remember something that happened 50,000 years ago? Number three, but as the time goes by, if you clean your heart and if you remove the curtains of the Zahir and Batin, I promise you, you will remember all of the ilm that you had taken previously. You will remember. Number four answer and the last answer. There are categories of different people that comes back to this world. If you are one of those arifin at the higher level, after you've taken the birth in this world, you will quickly remember all of the ilm that you had before, and I promise you that. G.
Okay, so we get another question. So when souls do up, so what do souls do apart from taking ilm and doing ibadat? Do souls have any other task apart from ilm and ibadat? At times, I wonder what else souls do.
So may I, with your permission, fix your question? The question is, what are the soul? And you correctly said at the end, after we die, what will be our task? What does our journey look like after here? We will cover this in detail in our next session, but because you asked the question, you are absolutely right. There will be only two things to do once we start that journey on the spiritual life: ilm, ibadat. Ilm, ibadat. That will be our two tasks. So we will be either, this part you did not ask me, either you will be learning or you will be teaching. Either you will be learning the ilm or you will be teaching the ilm. And second part, you will be doing your ibadat. Ji. And more detail coming in our next session. Okay? Ji.
All right. So another question. So friends asking, uh, so what happens to the body? So I think if friends ask, oh, what happens in grave? Please shed some light. So I think he's asking about what happens to the body once the person is.
Body goes in the dust, right? Body goes into dust. Soul goes into the heaven. So I know where your question is coming from. I understand totally where your question is coming from. So if you are coming from Hinduism and the concept of the Hinduism, you will be taking a phara, a chakra, a reincarnation. But that's not our religion. If you are coming from the Muslim side outside the Ismaili tariqa, if you are coming from the Islamic view outside the Ismaili tariqa, you will be giving your question and answer inside your grave. But we are coming from the Batini tariqa of Islam, where logic and intellect supersedes all of the other concepts. So when and where will you be answering to your deeds? Were you here with me at the beginning of this session? 3 seconds before you die. Once your soul leaves your body, body is nothing but the dust. And you will find that in Imam's Farman, the Farman I just shared with you. It doesn't matter what happens to your body. It's dust into the dust. And soul goes into the universal soul. G.
Okay, so we get another question. So what if a soul has done bad deeds in this life due to having to finish his or her past karma from the previous life? Is this held against the soul at the time of judgment?
So again, if you have ill concepts, and the question you just asked me is not a smiley question, is a Hindu question. So if you are Hindu, I already have made clearly this session is for Ismailis only. This session is for the murid of the Imams only. Please drop out because you have connected to a wrong session. But let's say you are Ismaili and you are asking for my help. Then remain on this session. That is not true. You have not come to this world due to your bad deeds in the past. You have come to this world because you wanted to come to this world with your free will. If you don't believe me, listen to 2 or 3 sessions on the free will, which is offered by Nachis and Garib. It is recorded. It is mixed in Urdu and English. The name of the session is Free Will. And also listen to 8 sessions on the reincarnation and journey of the soul so you can correct your concept. My brother, my sister, we are Ismaili. We have not come over here due to our bad karma, Amal of the past. We have come over here due to our free will. Please leave that ill concept outside and become a smiley, the murid of the Imam. That is my humble advice and request to you. If you wish to take it, it is yours at no charge to you. If you do not wish to take it, then that is up to you. And on the day when you will realize what I just told, and you will be reminded of this moment that you remember your teacher told you and you did not listen. That is up to you, my friend. May Mola be with you. Ji.
All right, so the question, I believe Malkul Maut is Imam of the time, and if the soul had done bad deeds, are we saying Malkul Maut, who is Imam, will not come for the soul because they will be in darkness? Who will then come to take their soul?
So I easily explained that in the middle of this session that you will know exactly who the Malkul Maut is. You will know exactly. So that answers your question. You will know 3 seconds before your death who is your angel of death. And I hope and wish and pray it is Imam, but if it's not, you will know who that is. And I also can guarantee you will recognize your Malkul Maut. Ji.
All right, so friends ask us for the comments on, can you please comment on studies where individuals have been regressed and remembered, talked about their past, the previous life?
कामरे साहब मेरे को उर्दू में समझाना है सवाल मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया
सर आई थिंक ये फ्रेंड्स जो पूछ रहे हैं कि जो लोग होते हैं जो अपनी प्रीवियस लाइफ के पिछली लाइफ के बारे में कुछ जानते हैं या कुछ ऐसा इंकशाफ करते हैं तो उसके बारे में क्या है कि कैसे उनको पता चलता है ये सब कुछ
जी so there are some people who claims underline word claims to know of their previous life if you are a person of ilm then you must have heard that we are all from one single soul. If you did not know that, I would highly encourage you to listen to more lectures. Every single human is from one single soul, and therefore we are all connected to each other. We are all connected to each other due to that one single soul. So, to make an example of those, there are few in this world, for the example of others, because they are connected to the other soul, they realize or remember something. What they do not know, because remember, they are not Imam, they are not prophets, they are not Peer, they are not Arifin. What they don't realize that what they think was their previous life is not. Only reason they are seeing things because they are connected to the other souls, because we are all from one single soul. Do you understand this? If not, ask me again and I will try to explain again. If you prefer different language, tell me and I will use other language to explain. G.
Right. So the friend's asking, what does it mean by grave will be tightened for sinful? ये कब्र तंग कर दी जाएगी गुनहगारों के लिए.
Again, if you are looking from the viewpoint of the Ismaili Tariqa, then this question is null and voided. Who cares if my body is in a small qabr or large qabr? If my body is thrown in the ocean or burned? Who cares? I want you to be listening to these sessions with the viewpoint of Batini Tarika, Ismaili Tarika. Your question is the Shariati and Zahiri Tarika. We are not Zahiri Tarika, we are Batini Tarika. Come over here to the Batin side of Islam. Do not get stuck in the Zahiri Shariati Tariqa of Islam. We are not Zahiri, we are Batini. And I know sometimes I challenge your mind. I wanted to shake you. I wanted to bring you closer to the Imam and the Batini Tariqa. The question is Shariati and Zahiri. I already have explained that our body is just a temporary dust, dust to dust. Who cares if my body is in small or large grave? My body is thrown into the ocean. My body is burned. In one of the Imam Farman says, even if your body are eaten by dogs, who cares? It is my soul that I should be worried about. Your question should be geared toward your soul, not your physical body. You are wasting your time, my brother, my sister. G.
So related questions, is there an smiley tawil for the grave becoming tight?
Yes, yes, there is one. Today in this world, those smileys who are without the recognition of Imam are in the tight grave today. Today, who are without the ilm, the nur and enlightenment, are in the tight, short, very, very small grave within this body today. And that is the tawil of Ismaili view of a grave. It is not about after we die. It is all about while we are living. And we are living in a very tight grave if we are without the recognition of Imam, without the ilm and enlightenment of the Imam, and without the nur of the Imam. That was the correct question. Thank you.
सर फ्रेंड्स रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं इसी सवाल को आप उर्दू में अगर समझा दें प्लीज।
जी, पूछा गया कि कब्र का क्या हाल है, बता दो। अर्ज की गई कि कब्र की क्या फिक्र है हमें, हम तो इस्माइली है, हम तो इमाम के फरमान पर चलने वाले हैं। जब हम मर जाएंगे तो ये जिस्म छोटी कब्र में जाए, बड़ी कब्र में जाए, तंग कब्र में जाए, उसको पानी में फेंक दिया जाए, दरिया में बहा दिया जाए, जला दिया जाए, यहाँ तक कि उसको कुत्ते खा लेवे, क्या फर्क पड़ता है हमको। ये तो जिस्म है, फानी है, मट्टी में मिल जाने वाला है। मेरी रूह इमाम से है, इमाम की तरफ लौट जाएंगी। तो क्या फिक्र है हमको उस कब्र की। तो जो शरीयती होते हैं, जो जाहिरी होते हैं, उसको कब्र की फिक्र होती है, क्योंकि वो हर चीज को जाहिरी आंखों से और जाहिरी जिस्मानी नजरों से देखते हैं। हम तो बातीनी हैं, हम तो रूहानी इमाम के बच्चे हैं, हम तो चीजों को रूह की नजर से देखते हैं। हमको क्या फर्क पड़ता है कि कौन सी कब्र में है और कहां पर हमको डाल दिया, फेंक दिया, जला दिया, बहा दिया, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। ये नाचीज अर्ज कर रहा था। जी।
Okay, so friends saying, so then it would be correct to say that with recognition or marifat today, It is like resurrecting out of the grave of our body.
Absolutely correct. Imam Shanasi is the way to enter into the paradise today. Imam Shanasi, the ilm of Imam, the enlightenment, the Noor, is the way to enter into the paradise today while you are living. And I have a reference of that on my screen. Let me show you right here. Die before you die, so your soul may enter into the paradise today. Ji.
So friends asking, can you shed some light on Malkul Maut about recognizing him?
As per your deed, you will have an angel of death. If you if you are category number 1, you will be received by the great angel of all, Imam Zaman. If you are in the second category, you will be met by an angel. If you are in third category, you will be met by an angel who would not be friendly to you. If you are in the fourth category, you will be met by an angel. You notice all the categories I use the word angel. If you are in the fourth category, you will be met by an angel who will have mercy on your soul. It's depending on your category, and you will recognize that angel as per your deed. G.
Right, so we don't have a question in the chat. So those friends who wants to ask question, you can unmute your device, or you can use the hand raise feature to ask questions.
Okay, while somebody is thinking of a question, do remember we will talk about the journey of the soul in our upcoming weeks, and we will detail how our soul will go from this world all the way into Imam's Nurani Didar. We will cover all of that step by step in our next session. G. All right. I think it's time to close this session unless you have one last comment or one last question.
सर याली मदद
Yeah,
सर
Madad.
बाज की मौत या रूह इतनी आसानी से निकल जाती है और बाज को बहुत तकलीफ से, इसके बारे में कुछ?
हाँ, इसके बारे में ऑलरेडी 3 से 4 लेक्चर है और आप कामड़े साहब से रुजू करें, वो आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे। शॉर्ट आंसर, अगर कोई आसानी से मरता है तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो जन्नत में जा रहा है, और कोई मुश्किल से मरता है तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो दोजख में जा रहा है। इसका हरगिज ये मतलब नहीं है। तो हमको कभी भी जज नहीं करना है किसी को कि वो आसानी से मरा तो अच्छा आदमी होगा और तकलीफ में मरा तो वो बुरा आदमी होगा। खुदा के वास्ते से कभी भी किसी को जज नहीं करना। और उसकी डिटेल के लिए प्लीज प्लीज आप कामड़े साहब से रजू करके इसके ऊपर एक नहीं बहुत सारे लेक्चर हैं, उसको आप सुने और आपको बहुत ही खुशी होगी। और आपके जितने भी इल कॉन्सेप्ट है ना, और स्पेशली हमारे उन बुजुर्ग अलवाइजों ने जो हमारे दिल में डैमेज किया है, उसको हमको निकालने की जरूरत है। बहुत ही हमारे रूह को उन्होंने हर्ट किया है, इसलिए नहीं कि वो हमको हर्ट करना चाहते थे। बेचारे इल्म के अंदर इतने पुख्ता नहीं होते थे। वो समझते थे कि वो इल्म के आला मयार पर है, और उन्होंने हमारी रूह को बहुत तकलीफ पहुंचाई है ऐसी बातें करके। स्पेशली कि जो अच्छा आदमी है उसकी रूह आसानी से निकलती है, जो बुरा आदमी है उसकी रूह तकलीफ से निकलती है। ये बहुत ही बुरी बात थी जिसकी वजह से हमारा नजरिया बदल गया। हमको अपना नजरिया दुरुस्त करने की जरूरत है। आप प्लीज 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 इन लेक्चर को सुने। फिर अगर आप चाहें कि और पूछना है तो जरूर पूछे, लेकिन अपने नजरिए को दुरुस्त कर लेना प्लीज। जी
जी सर, थैंक यू। कामला साहब, आप लेक्चर शेयर करेंगे ग्रुप में?
जी हाँ, मैं थोड़ी देर में व्हाट्सएप में शेयर कर दूँ।
थैंक यू।
मिदा, आप व्हाट्सएप पे है ना, तो आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे कमरे साहब। थैंक यू एवरीवन। याली मदद, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। याली मदद, याली मदद,
याली
शुक्र
मदद सर।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह याली मदद सर।
याली मदद,
याली मदद, याली
याली
मदद।
मदद,
मदद,
शुक्र
याली
याली
मदद,
मदद,
अल्लाह।
याली मदद, याली मदद।
याली मदद
याली
सर।